Guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you all have been good and had a great time. Guys, for today's video I want to react to some NBA trade rumors which I came across on the internet. And yeah guys, a lot of fun, a lot of interesting ones, and let me know in the comment section if you agree to some of them or what you think about them, or you think they're too unrealistic. Like, just let me know your opinion. I would really appreciate it. And guys, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. If you enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel. It's very much appreciated, and let's jump in. Alright guys, so the first one is an interesting one because it's a guy which we have not heard a lot in trade rumors, and it is De'Aaron Fox from the Sacramento Kings. The Kings, they're struggling a little bit. They had a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago, a very nice season when they made it to the playoffs with the third seed in the Western Conference. And yeah, for the first time since like 10 or 12 years or whatever. And yeah, it's just a lot of excitement with like the Beam, Keegan Murray, Domas Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter, Malik Monk, like a lot of interesting players, but they kind of missed out on making some changes, in my opinion, right? They just kept re-signing everybody until this offseason. Of course, they brought in the DeMar DeRozan, so he's doing good. But let's look at this trade I came across here. So it is the Miami Heat get De'Aaron Fox, and the Sacramento Kings get Terry Rozier, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, Kel'el Ware, and a 2030 unprotected first round pick. So yeah, I don't know if this is a realistic one. Of course, if we look at Terry Rozier's stats this year, he played in about 20 games, 12 points, so he's down from 16 to 12, so that's quite a bit actually. 3 assists, he's shooting 36% from the 3-point line and 41 from the field. Of course, Jaime Jaquez Jr. is on his sophomore year, 23 years of age, also struggling a little bit, 9 points a game compared to 12 last year. He's also giving you like 2 assists and 5 rebounds, so the rebounding number is big because last year it was only 4 rebounds. And yeah, so that's actually quite good. Now he's up to 5. 28% from 3, wish that number would get higher, of course, and 41% from the field. Nikola Jovic, 21 years of age, so also a young player, power forward. I don't know if the Kings really need him, to be honest. Only played a couple of games, like 14-15 games. 8 points, 4 rebounds, so that's like pretty much what you get from him. And yeah, so I don't know if this is like a realistic trade, to be honest. Like, De'Aaron Fox trade value should be higher than that. I know that he's up for a contract extension, so maybe they want to move on from him, but I just can't. Like, I'm sure he just wants to wait if he can get the max, if he makes an All-NBA team. So yeah, I think that's why it has not been done. And yeah guys, so I don't think this is too realistic. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, let's jump right to the next one. Alright guys, so the next one is with the Houston Rockets and Minnesota Timberwolves, in which the Houston Rockets received Julius Randle. He's also up for a contract extension, so that's going to be interesting. Of course, he was just sent from New York to Minnesota, and yeah, they struggled, so maybe they will move on from him because Minnesota also has the financial problems with all the new rules coming in. So that was one of the main reasons they traded out Karl-Anthony Towns for Julius Randle, because he's a little bit cheaper. So maybe they don't really want to keep and hold on to him. It's definitely a possibility that this trade was more for Donte DiVincenzo in the long term, because yeah, he looked so good with the Knicks. Of course, struggling right now with the Timberwolves. Yeah, but it could be that they traded this actually for Donte DiVincenzo and Julius Randle. They will let go soon, so we will see about that. But in exchange, the Minnesota Timberwolves received Jabari Smith Jr., Steven Adams, Jeff Green, and a 2026 second round pick. So of course Steven Adams, I mean, he's old now, like he's just there for salary, I guess. The same with Jeff Green, so it's pretty much Julius Randle for Jabari Smith Jr. When it comes to Jabari, I know we all were a little bit disappointed in him, of course, because there was some talks he was going to be the number 1 pick out of Auburn in 2022, but yeah, was the 3rd one after all. And yeah, it just kind of struggled on this Rockets team. Like they just have too many good players, in my opinion. So if he gets to a team like, I guess the Timberwolves, or maybe even like a Hornets or somebody like that, like where he gets a lot of shots and everything, I think he's still going to be a good NBA player. So this year he's averaging only 11.5 points per game, one block, which is nice, one assist, 7 rebounds. So yeah, that number could also be a little bit higher. 35% from three as well as 43% from the field. Steven Adams, of course, is not giving you much. He only played in 13 games, 11 minutes, 3 points, 3 rebounds. So let's have a look at Julius Randle's season. So he played 23 games, started all of them, 20 points per game, as well as 4 assists, 7 rebounds, 37% from 3 and 49% from the field. A multiple All-Star, 30 years of age, and the Rockets, they seem to, yeah, they're going to make a superstar trade. Is it going to be Randle or maybe like a Jimmy Butler, somebody like that? We will see. This trade, like for the Rockets, I guess I could see Randle in a Houston Rockets uniform. I don't think that's completely out of the world. They should have also a little bit of money freed up, but they're going to get too expensive if they keep all those young players like Jabari. So he could also be on the trade block, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a solid trade. It's not going to change the NBA or anything, but it's an exciting one. Let me know what you guys think. So the next trade I came across is a very interesting one. It's the Los Angeles receive Dorian Finney-Smith and Dennis Schroeder from the Brooklyn Nets. Of course, Dennis Schroeder has a great history in Los Angeles. I think he even built himself a nice home there as well, and he likes LeBron and all these guys, so he knows them very well from his time he was there. The Brooklyn Nets received D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Cam Reddish, Christian Wood, and a 2029 first round top 5 protected pick. So of course D'Lo going back to the Brooklyn Nets. So like Dennis Schroeder has had an amazing season. He's a great leader, you know. I'm living here in Germany and we completely love him. He made us world champion. He's a legend here and just an amazing player. He has been on a lot of teams, so Atlanta, OKC, Lakers, Boston, Houston, Lakers again, Toronto, now Brooklyn. So he's always shipped around. 31 years of age, his 11th season, 18 points, as well as 6.5 assists per game, 3 rebounds, 38% from the 3-point line, which is really nice for him, and 45% from the field. Very, very good season. He kind of filled in that Mikal Bridges role from last year with the Brooklyn Nets, which he just gets a lot of playing time and scoring opportunity. So the next player is Dorian Finney-Smith as well. 31 years of age, of course, a great 3-and-D players most of the time for the Dallas Mavericks, and now he's in Brooklyn for his third year. 11 points, half a block, 2 assists and 4 rebounds, and of course shooting 43% from the 3-point line. So that would be very good help for the Los Angeles Lakers. They send out D'Lo, who is coming off the bench, has a very tough season, down to 13 points per game. So that's like his lowest since his rookie year. Even in his rookie year, he scored a little bit more. So yeah, it's definitely a tough year for him. 34% from the 3-point line, which also is not good. Last year he was a 42% shooter. So yeah, it looks like he needs to get out of LA. They want to move on from him, so that's an obvious one. Jalen Hood-Schifino, yeah, he's just not finding any role in Los Angeles. Still young, like 21 years of age. He was the 17th pick in 2023, so they probably still see some potential in him. And yeah, why not give him a chance? So I don't mind this trade. I love what the Lakers get. Like, they need to go all in, and they trade out only top 5 protected pick with Jalen Hood-Schifino and D'Lo, 2 players they really want to move on from, and they get 2 really solid role players in with Dorian Finney-Smith, Dennis Schroeder. Yeah, so I'm really not mad at this from the Lakers perspective. When it comes to the Nets, I think they want a little bit more, especially for Dennis Schroeder, but we will see. So I love this trade. What do you guys think about it? Alright, so the next trade is between my favorite team, the Detroit Pistons, and the Chicago Bulls. So The Pistons get Zach LaVine, and the Chicago Bulls get Isaiah Stewart, Tim Hardaway Jr., Simone Fontecchio, and a 2027 second round pick. So yeah, when it comes to Isaiah Stewart, we Piston fans, like we are so divided. We don't know if we like him, if we love him, if we don't like him. But he is struggling this year once again. He's only 23 years of age, so he still has some potential and he can still get better. But he played in 25 games this year, only 6 points. Like last year, he almost averaged 11 points, so down big time. 2 assists, I like that. 6 rebounds, not bad either. 25% from the 3-point line last year, it was 38%. 55 from the field is fine. So yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just time to move on. Like, we love his character, and he's like, he really likes it in Detroit, and he was like our 16th pick in 2020, so we kind of want to keep him in one way, but the numbers all look bad, you know, so we probably have to move on from him. Simone Fontecchio, another interesting player. We brought him in from Utah a couple of years ago. 23 games played, also only 6 points. Last year he had 15 points. So yeah, the whole team changed so much, so we don't get much out of him. He's a solid shooter, 35% from 3, 40 from the field. And yeah, Zach LaVine on the other side have a very good season, 22 points per game, 4 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 43 from the 3-point line, and 51 from the field. So yeah, if you are the Pistons, I think you take a gamble on Zach LaVine. Like, you're not a free agency destiny, so like not the best players will come to your team, so you have to do it via trade, and you're really not giving up a lot. Only role players, Stewart and Fontecchio, they're not going to change too much. Tim Hardaway Jr. is there for salary reasons, also not a long term plan here, and just as 1 second round pick for Zach LaVine, I think you do this. And the Bulls on the other side, they just get out of his contract, which is good for them. And yeah, brought in some role players. I don't know, man. Maybe this is like where his trade value is. Like, let me know what you think. Do you think it should be higher, especially with the season he is having, or like when you count on his contract and that he always battles injuries, that this is a fine package? Let me know in the comment section, guys. I would be very interested in hearing your opinion. Alright, guys, so the last one is a crazy one, man. I'm not going to lie. So it is between the San Antonio Spurs and the Charlotte Hornets. Of course, the Spurs in this scenario, they get LaMelo Ball. Imagine him together with Victor Wembanyama. And the Hornets receive Keldon Johnson, Trey Jones, Malachi Branham, 2025 first round pick, lottery protected, 2027 first round unprotected pick, and another 2027 first round pick unprotected via the Atlanta Hawks. So yeah, guys, I don't know, man, what to think about it. I don't really think this is a realistic one, to be honest. Like, LaMelo Ball, if you're the Hornets, that's exactly the player you want. You need like a showmaker, somebody which keeps the fans coming to your arena. They have a new head coach, which I really like in Charles Lee. They have some really good players, like Brandon Miller looks so good. I'm so happy for him, you know. And then LaMelo Ball is kind of your leader. He's an all-star. Of course, he's out with an injury once again, unfortunately. But he played in 18 games so far, 31 points per game, up from 24. So huge step there. 7 assists, as well as 5.4 rebounds, 36% from the 3, 43% from the field. So a very, very good year from him. We just hope and pray that he can stay healthy, because he's definitely one of the most fun players to watch in the NBA, in my opinion, once he's healthy. So Keldon Johnson, he is of course he played in 23 games, 13 points per game, 5 rebounds, as well as 1.5 assists per game, 28% from the 3, so not very good there, 45 from the field. Trey Jones, of course, we all know him. He's also having some injury problems, 4 points and about 3 assists. That's what he can give you. So yeah, I don't know, man. Malachi Branham, we can look at his stats really quick. 7 points as well as 1 assist, and yeah, about 2 rebounds. He played in 18 games. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, in my opinion, of an unrealistic trade, I think the Hornets don't want to ship him out because, yeah, like jersey sales and everything, he's just your star player. Like all those 3 first-round picks you get, they're nice, but like, what are the chances that you get another player like LaMelo, right? So keep on to him, and this package is definitely not enough. Like the Spurs have some young talent, so they would definitely have to get up, so maybe like Steven Castle or like players like that if you want to make it somewhat realistic. But I don't know, guys, let me know what you think about this one. Alright guys, so with this being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section and what you think about those trades, and like always, I wish you a good day, have a good winter, and I love you guys and see you at the next one. Peace.